Hello again. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. My name's David Charles, International Psychic and White Witch. And today we're going to do a short reading for you, and it's called What You Need to Know at the Moment. So what do you need to know at the moment? Find out in just a moment. After the short readings, we're going to do stage 16 of the Old England School Diploma Tarot course, designed by myself and my soulmate Leslie behind me many years ago. And tonight, or today, whichever it is where you are, we're going to do stage 16, which is the Two of Cups, and you'll love it. It's a lover's card, and well, it's one of the lover's cards. So if you're into love and romance, stay tuned. I hope you're enjoying the course so far. So now we're going to find out with 4 stacks of cards, pick a card reading, what you really need to know at the moment. Stay with me and I'll be back in a few seconds. Welcome back. So here we go. We'll shuffle these, which I've been shuffling, but we're doing a bit more. And there'll be 4 packs of cards. You can run it on if you choose one of the higher numbers, or just go to the number you want. So I'm sure you've seen this before with lots of psychics, not just myself. This is called a timeless reading, which means it doesn't matter when you find it. This applies to the next few weeks from when you find it. You could find it today, you could find it in a year from now. But you're meant to find it when you find it. And you, of course, will be choosing the cards. So it's a general reading. It won't apply to everybody, but it'll apply to a lot of you. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'd like you to choose one. What do you fancy? Which one do you like? Use your intuition, use your feelings inside, pick one that looks right, or ask your friends who are with you to help you pick one. Pause the video if you want. Good. Now, if you pick number 1, we'll start with number 1, that one there. I'll find out what you need to know at the moment, following or coming for the next few weeks, really. Is there anything hidden that you need to know? Well, yes, there is, number 1. First of all, welcome to you if you're all on your own out there. Or if you're lonely, a special welcome to you, a special welcome to everyone, of course. Number 1. What you need to know now is that some of this is about your career or the way you earn your living. Of course, 1 or 2 of you may be wealthy already. 1 or 2 of you may be the opposite and on benefits. But it's the way you earn your living. There are new opportunities coming your way in the coming weeks, number 1. And most of them are there to do with your earthly life. That's the way you live, not so much the romance, but the ones, as you see, represent the earthly things, the down-to-earth stuff. And there may be, for you, a new job coming, for some of you. Or you may have the desire to change course in the way you earn your living. So if you work for yourself, you may be diversifying or changing your attitudes or the way you work. You may be drawing up new plans for your business. If you're looking for work, work may be offered to you soon. I'm looking at the next few weeks, as I said, from when you find this video. So it appears that if you want to try for new work, number 1, it's a good time to do it right now. It's a good time to grasp the iron while the iron is hot, as they say, because these opportunities don't come around all the time. It's a good time if you want to change direction, if you want to change jobs, but please don't give up your job until you find a new one. I don't want you telling me off about that. But new jobs are available for lots of you, number 1. As I said, it won't apply to all of you. It's a general reading. This new job may involve some traveling. A lot of these days, a lot of people are working at home, I know. But this job for you, number 1, may involve moving around a bit more. And it may involve mixing with someone who is quite bright, energetic, intelligent, and good at their job, he or she. I could, of course, be picking up you. Energetic, bright, enjoys life, and enjoys the job that they do. So that could be you, but it's possibly someone that you're going to meet as you change your direction. There is some secrecy around you, Number one, there are things going on around you that you need to be aware of. I can't tell you what they are because there's so many of you and it will be different for each of you. But number one, I pick up secrecy, people hiding things from you, maybe to save your feelings, not necessarily because they're being spiteful or nasty. But secrecy is in the air, and you can sum up your next few weeks, number one, with one word, and that word is secrecy. It may be that you're being secretive as well, of course. But make sure you get to know everything that's going on. Watch out for a young person who has something to hide. So if you meet someone at work, and maybe they get flirtatious, make sure that this somebody doesn't have something to hide. He or she may have an ulterior motive. There is something deep about this person. You may not meet them at work, but you will meet them soon if you haven't already done so. You're going to meet somebody, number one, if you haven't already, that's got something to hide. Somebody I don't like the look of, a bit deep actually. So beware of that, man or woman, it could be either. But secrecy is the key word for your reading. I believe, number one, that you will soon be considering walking away from something. You could walk away from a bad habit like smoking. You could be considering walking away from a relationship. It doesn't mean you will, but you're thinking about it. Think hard before you do this. Before you give anything up or walk away, make sure it's what you really want, because you possibly won't be able to change your mind once you've done it, and you may have regrets and think, well, why did I do that? So you're considering giving something up, number one, or walking away from a situation, or perhaps walking away from bad habits like staying up too late, or not eating properly, or overeating, or drinking too much, or maybe smoking. You're thinking about packing it in and changing your direction. In fact, number one, the whole of this reading really for the next few weeks is really about changing your direction. Thinking about it, particularly with your work. I think you're considering new jobs, new projects. I think it's quite an exciting time for you actually. And the spirit world will look after you. Spirits are telling me that they will guide you, number one. Spirit will guide you, the universe will look after you. The energies that surround you, especially for the first few weeks now, are very, very powerful. You're picking up energies from the universe. And you can continue to do that as long as you want to, at least for a month or two anyway. So take advantage of the energy, the high fertility. You'll feel it inside. Most of you, number one, will feel this surge of new energy in the coming weeks. That can help you change direction in all sorts of ways, particularly with your career and the way that you earn your living. Watch out for somebody who comes along who is experienced, tiny bit flirtatious, always on the move, never sitting still, loving their work, enjoying their work. And they may help this to rub off on you. And as I said before, it could be you that I'm picking up. There are secrets in the air. Number one, think secrets. When you meet someone, don't assume that they're telling you everything. Don't think that they're telling fibs or lying to you, but they may not tell you everything. And I think you're going to meet somebody, man or woman, that's got something deep to hide. Nothing sinister, but they're not telling you everything. So bear that in mind. And I believe that you will consider giving up something or walking away from something because you feel it will take some pressure off you, number one. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Please share this with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and all those things. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to, and click the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And number one, please comment below, share with me, join in with me, and I'll answer them, all of them. That's a promise. Let's take a look at number two. If you waited to number two, this is for you. If you want 3 or 4, you can run the tape on. They call them tapes these days. I'm a bit behind the times, you see. Technology is not with me. Now then, number 2. What you need to know in the coming weeks, what you really need to know, that's what this is about. And I think number 2, that you have reason to be optimistic because there's good things. I don't think you're sleeping too well. I think number two, some of you, I keep saying some of you, are worriers and you're worrying unnecessarily. I think some of you are feeling stuck in a rut and you're not, it's just a feeling. And I think one or two of you are expecting a baby, number two, or will be very soon. That's very, very, very positive, and I think it's lovely. It's one of the lovely things I like to tell people when that comes up in the readings. But the spirit world will take care of you, number two. There's nothing wrong with this reading, except that I think you're worrying about something. I can't think, I'm not getting told what it is, of course, because there are more than just a few of you out there. However, there will be celebrations coming soon, in the coming weeks, number two. And the celebrations may involve a pregnancy, a new romance, making friends with new people, at least 2 new people. So you're making new friends. I think Spirit are guiding you to make more companions and friends, well, to get them more in your life. I think, number two, 1 or 2 of you out there are a bit lonely. And as I always say in these readings, a special welcome to you if you're lonely. But some of you are lonely, some of you are pregnant or will be soon, some of you may be pregnant without being married, and some of you may be pregnant and it may be quite a surprise. There will be 1 or 2 pregnant of you out there pregnant who don't want to be. Because I'm not really picking up in all of you cases, a true love. Doesn't mean it's not there, but it's not coming through strong in the reading at the moment. So you'll be saying, how dare you, I am in a true love. But some of you won't be, I'm afraid. So there's reason to be cheerful, number 2. There's celebration, but there's a pause going on. Something you're waiting for. You feel like it's not happening. I'm not sure what it is, but you're waiting for something to happen. You planted the seeds, and now you're waiting for them to develop or to grow. And they are growing, but you just can't see it. You can't always see everything, especially physically. But the spirits tell me, number 2, that you planted seeds of life and they will grow soon. They're growing now and they will show soon, I should have said. I think you're worrying unnecessarily. I'm not picking up a reason why you should have reason to worry about something real anyway. I think some of you are pregnant. I think lots of you, number 2, are lovers of animals. Some of you will be really into that in a big way. And 1 or 2 of you, number 2, will like animals more than you like people. So that's the way some people are. But it's nice. It means you may be good at donating, helping animals in charities, saving animals that are endangered, giving donations and that sort of thing. So expect some celebration. Expect, number 2, at least 2 new friends or new colleagues, and that'll be really nice. I think they'll be close to you as well. I think they're nice people because you haven't always been lucky enough to meet nice people in your life. I think some of you will be pregnant soon. I think some of you are buying new pets, maybe dogs or cats. You're considering it. Consider it carefully because you may get tied up and it may prevent you from doing things like working or going on holiday. There's no point buying a dog if you're going straight down the kennels with it to leave it for 2 weeks. But you're waiting for things to happen and they are growing behind the scenes. That's the word I'm looking for. Stop worrying about things. I see you worrying all the time and you mustn't do it, especially in a few weeks from now. So I think number 2, you've got real reason to be optimistic. Real reason. So thank you for listening to that. Please share me with your friends on Facebook, Twitter and all those people. Subscribe to my channel if you will. Click the bell icon somewhere around here if you'd like to be notified every time I upload a new video. And please share with me, join with me in the comments below. I'll answer all of your comments. And in a moment, we'll take a look at number 3. If you chose number 3, this is for you. Thank you for being patient. These readings, a lot of these readings seem to be about work as well. What you have, number 3, is some karma coming. And I'm sure you know what the karma is. It means you're about to get exactly what you should be getting, what you deserve. So if you've been bad, bad karma is coming. If you've been good, good karma is coming. Most of you, number 3, I think, have good karma coming. 1 or 2 of you won't, but most of you do. And I think you're going to get victory. So if you're entering sports or competitions, victory is yours. It's not a bad idea to have a little flutter on the lottery either. I'm not saying you'll get massive amounts of money from that, but there may be just a little bit of victory, a bit of a win there, or the racehorses or the casino maybe, but don't go mad, don't do more than you normally would. But victory can be yours, and winning is part of this reading, number 3. However, if you have been bad, expect to pay for it soon, and most psychics and witches believe karma is 3-fold. So when you get it 3 times over, or 3 times as bad. However, if you've been good, you get 3 times rewarded, or 3 times as much. As I said, most of you, number 3, have been very good. So some good karma coming. If, however, people have hurt you, knowingly, deliberately, at any time in your past, they will pay for that soon. So bear that in mind. You may not find out, but it will happen, I promise you. I feel that your yin and yang is out of balance. Number 3, that's caused by stress. I'm sure you know what yin and yang is. If not, I'll tell you what it is. It's the energies that flow through all of us. Like when you put plugs on electrical appliances, you've got different coloured wires, and you've got positive and negative. Your negative and positive, number 3, are pulling you apart. They're not balanced. So the scales need to be evened up. That can be done by calming down, sleeping better, relaxing, be pampered, be spoiled, go and have a massage. If you're a lady, get your nails done, get your hair done. Be pampered and spoilt for a time. Get your stress levels down and restore your yin and yang to a level that you like them at. You'll know when they get right because you'll sleep better, you'll feel better, you'll feel happier. So sort that out, number 3. You'll get what you deserve. I think you've got victory coming. Anything to do with work, number 3, is brilliant. You may get promotion. You may get improvement, of course. As I always say, you may be given more to do as well. There is a bit of needle around you in the coming weeks. There's somebody causing upsets, maybe deliberately, to wind you up or to get you going. It could be someone who you thought was a friend, and suddenly you think, who needs friends? Enemies. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like that? So one of your friends, or so-called friends, may be winding things up for you. Maybe a bit of banter's gone a bit nasty and not quite the banter you like. Don't respond. Don't try and do the same back. You're above that, number 3. Put up with it and just put it down to their ignorance. That's what you got to do, because I think it's coming. You may be already experiencing that. Somebody may be at work that's giving you some needle. Someone that you really thought was close to you has really disappointed you and let you down. Don't give them the pleasure of showing that you're disappointed. Not all of these readings go lovey and la-di-da and lovey and cuddly. Sometimes there are little niggly problems, and that's one of them, number 3. Nothing that you cannot deal with, so don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it. So you're going to get some karma, number 3. You're going to get improvement with your career. That's pretty certain for lots of you. I think you're being pulled in 2 directions. If you're thinking about 2 things, you need to make a choice. It's very difficult because your yin and yang is out of balance. So you're not sure whether to go that way, or stay where you are. If in doubt, do now. That's what they say up Yorkshire way in this country, in Great Britain. If you're not sure what to do, don't do anything. Then you can't really make a mistake. Your timing has to be right when you change. I think you're being pulled apart and pulled in 2 directions. I think somebody wants you over there and other people want you over there, and you can't be in both places at once, number 3. Watch out for someone giving you needle, stirring up arguments, bickering, maybe at work, it may be down the pub, it may be at the hairdressers, but somebody, somewhere, is deliberately trying to wind you up and being a little bit spiteful and disappointing you because I think that you considered them as close friends. Perhaps they're not after all. Thank you for listening to that, number 3. Please share me on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. Subscribe to my channel if you will. Click the bell icon if you would like to be notified. when I upload new videos. And if you need a proper psychic reading, a full one, my website is davidcharlespsychic.com. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. If you chose number 4, thank you for waiting or running it on. This is for you. This is what you need to know. That's the title of this video today. What do you need to know now? What you need to know now, number 4, is that there may be a little bit of an upset coming your way, and I think some of you are already in it, and you'll know. You may be nodding your head now. Some of you are going through a bit of turmoil, a bit of an upset. As with most readings, this turmoil, for a lot of you, not all of you, but this turmoil may be necessary to remove some of the rubbish from your life. It's like you're putting out the bins for the bin men to collect. You're putting out the rubbish. You won't like this turmoil. You may not enjoy it, but you'll be glad of it later. You may look back and think, well, it was horrible, but thank God it happened. So expect some turmoil. I think 1 or 2 of you, number 4, are already going through this. Put up with it. Go with the flow. Ride the tide, as they say. It won't last forever. At the same time, one of your friends or family is quite concerned about you. They're worried about you because they know that you're going through a tough time, some of you. It won't last long, as I said, because things are changing for the better. That's pretty much a certainty. But it could be your mum or your wife or your dad or your brother or sister. Somebody is worried about you. This person is kind, compassionate and genuine, which means they're worrying about you because they care about you. Excuse me. Somebody's worried about you, number 4. Have a look at them, make sure they're okay, and appreciate that they care for you. It's nice to have someone genuine who really cares, because not everyone you meet will be genuine. You meet a lot of flim-flam in your life and a lot of people that are not genuine, as we found out with number 3 a moment ago. I believe, number 4, that your luck is changing, and it's changing for the better, and it's changing within weeks. Dramatically, you're going to go through some upset, as you see here, the Tower. Then you see the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So once this upset is out of the way, and you won't like it, you're going to go through a lucky period. Now, when good luck is predicted by Spirit, it's not automatic. It means that you need to spot it and see it coming. So you need to be a little bit daring and a little bit adventurous. Otherwise you could theoretically miss this good fortune, and you'll be commenting below saying, I never had that good fortune. So number 4, put up with the turbulence, take the pain, that's a bad expression, but take the rough time, because good times are coming. Remember that somebody really cares about you. They're worried about you. Tell them not to worry. If they tell you they're worried about you, tell them not to worry. There's nothing disastrous coming. There's nothing disastrous in this reading, as you can see by looking at it, if you know much about cards, that it's improving. Your luck is changing for the better. You're heading for a run of dramatic good fortune, but you may need to see it coming and take a risk. You'll think, this is it, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to try this, and you'll change your fortunes for the better. Now, some of you will be planning to move in the coming weeks. Maybe moving job, maybe moving house, maybe just going on holiday. Some of you have children, not all of you, I can see that. Some of you may be moving to where there are children. Perhaps you're going with in-laws or family or friends who have children. Any movement, number 4, for you will be brilliant. So don't worry about that either. Go for it, have a little break. But it can mean that you're planning to move house. It can mean that you're actually moving house. It can mean that you're moving your job, your career. You're thinking of new pastures. And sometimes the grass is always greener, but in this case I think it will be. If you actually do move house, I think it will be good. I'm not saying you'll do that within weeks, but you may put the plans into motion during the coming weeks. So, number 4, expect turbulence, which I think a lot of you are already having. Remember that somebody close to you cares. It could be your mum, it could be a dad, it could be one of your kids if you're older. It could be somebody in the family, it could be just a close friend, or someone that truly, truly loves you. They're worried about you, tell them not to. Your wheel of fortune is changing. Your luck is changing dramatically for the better. This could be one of the luckiest periods you've had for quite some time. And any movement, go for it. Moving house, moving jobs, moving for a holiday, have a go because it looks good. Thank you for listening, number 4. Please share me with your friends on Facebook and all that lot, Twitter. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and please join in with me with the comments below. And as I said before, a special hello to you if you're watching this all alone. So in a few moments, we're going to start stage 16 of your Tarot Diploma course, which is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is beautiful. You're going to love it. I hope you're enjoying the course. Can't believe we've done 16 already, or we will have done in a few minutes. And stick with me, I'll get everything ready for you, and we'll start stage 16 after this short interludings. Welcome back. Now we're about to start stage 16 already, of your diploma course designed from the Old England Tarot School, which was founded by myself and Leslie, the lady behind me, well over 24 years ago. Now today we've reached the Two of Cups, and there they are. Look at them, gazing into each other's eyes. The Two of Cups means, well, love. It's one of my favourite tarot cards. I love all the tarot cards, every one of them, but this is one of my favourites because it's a love card. Let me read some notes to you. Excuse me using notes, but I don't want to forget things. This card in a reading represents unity, harmony, friendship and mutual understandings. So it's wonderful. The presence of this card in a reading may suggest marriage or a proposal of a marriage, a new love affair, or the intensifying of an existing love affair. A business partnership or partnerships of any kind are suggested by this card. When the spirit world produces this card, expect good things mostly. Of course, it depends what lies next to it. There will be plenty of cards around it. It can mean past disagreements, conflicts or misunderstandings of any kind can be resolved now, and everybody learns a lesson. Lessons will be learned by all the parties involved. There will be a deeper understanding and a trust which will grow and blossom. That's one of the key words of this card, is trust and love. They're the key words. There may be some communication from a long past forgotten lover. Now the interesting thing is you may suddenly feel attracted to someone who you previously thought of as just a friend. So there may be a love developing that you're taken by surprise really. So, if you see this card in a reading, and you're doing readings as you've learnt this course, I hope, you'll see a man and a woman, as I said, looking lovingly, gazing into each other's eyes, ready to share their cups, their emotions, because the cups are really about emotions. A picture of romantic and sexual attraction. The energy between these two, you can almost feel it when you see them. The Two of Cups shows beauty and power that's created when these two people come together. It's the card that lovers want to see. If you're doing a reading for someone who wants to know about love, that's what they need to see. And it's the minor arcana's equivalent to the lovers really in many ways, and you'll see the lovers soon. This card has a deeper meaning as well. Whenever the two forces or any two forces are drawn together, there's a potential for bonding. The card can stand for a union of two entities, two groups of people, ideas and talents. The Two of Cups tells you you're looking for connection in your life. It's time to join with another and work in a partnership. If you're in conflict, look for truce and the chance to forgive and be forgiven. Struggling two choices and tendencies within yourself, you need to reconcile them. Now, it can be a note of warning with this card because the energy of these two can be very compelling. If you've ever stood next to a couple of people in love, you'll know what I'm talking about. They create between themselves a world of their own, that they can feel, well, they can exclude outsiders. 2's company and 3's a crowd, in other words. Make sure that this pair, well, make sure you understand what this pair are doing if it's, say, your son and his girlfriend, anything like that. Otherwise it can cause disharmony for you. You may feel left outside. If it's a card that's given in a reading for you, of course. So the key words are making a connection, joining with another, celebrating a marriage or a union, establishing, cementing friendships, establishing partnerships, working together, sharing, helping or being helped, and seeing common things or things you have in common with someone. It can mean calling a truce with someone you've fallen out with, healing a severed relationship, bringing together opposites and letting bygones be bygones, forgive and forget, coming to satisfactory agreements, declaring peace, and acknowledging that there may be an attraction for somebody, recognizing a bond developing, accepting your own preferences. You may prefer someone of the same sex. You have to accept your preferences. Let yourself be drawn in and move forward. Feel positive and respond. That's what this card is about. It's about connection. It's about truce. It's about attraction. There will be lots more on this card when I do the full course printed for you to download later on when it's all finished, because it's a big job. So I hope you're enjoying this course. We're on stage 17 next time, which won't be long. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and please share me with all your friends on Facebook and Twitter and those things. A special hello again and goodbye to you if you're all on your own. I'm always here for you if you need me. It's davidcharlespsychic.com if you want a psychic reading with me. And I have a team of readers who work for me and they're very good. They will look after you if I'm not available. So it's davidcharlespsychic.com. Please subscribe. Please share me with your friends and join in with me in the comments below. And click like if you can as well. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. And if you need me for a reading, it's davidcharlespsychic.com. I'll look forward to seeing you for stage 17 very soon. And I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.